All right, thank you, Ashley. Well, we've all heard the news about pay inequality. Now, on average, women are paid only 78 cents to every dollar a man gets for doing the same job. Holly Davis is here with what you need to know.
Ladies, there are things you can do right now to be taken more seriously in the workplace. First things first, communication. There are different styles when you talk about men and women, and I'm guessing, Shari, this translates into more money.
Yeah, and credibility, Holly. We want to be taken seriously, and there are biological reasons for these differences that worked for us when we were cave people, but don't work in the workplace. So, for example, when it comes to communications, women tend to talk more and write more and in more detail too. So we need to pull back on that a little bit and be more direct and succinct, eliminate the smiley faces and the emojis in our emails, and we'll be taken as more credible. We also tend to present our thoughts as questions, and some years ago we were actually coached to do that in the workplace. Unfortunately, that makes you seem a little less secure in what you're stating. So those types of statements need to be made as declarative statements. And the last thing, and I see this all the time, is we tend to apologize for everything. I'm not sure why, but we need to really coach each other and just stop apologizing, period.
Those are great tips right there. Gosh, I was looking at them just to make sure I'm not doing any one of them. The second tip that you have, it talks about the visual appearance. Elaborate on that.
Right. Well, dressing for us in the workplace is much more slippery slope than it is for the guys. I mean, a suit is a suit. So we need to focus less on our style that we want. You know, when we originally enter a new workplace, we need to really look at some of the mentors, some of the people who fit within that culture, maybe even take some photographs, find a trusted salesperson at a department store, and get some cues about the designers and brands that are going to work for that within your budget. Then you can work within those parameters on finding your own style. The thing is that we need to be dressing for the job we want, not the job we have. The other big visual, Holly, is in our workspace. You look at a man's workspace and you look at a woman's workspace, and we nest. I mean, we have all our little cutesy things in our photographs. Now, if you want to do that, that's fine. It's a conscious decision, but I suggest that people take the cues from their environments. If you want to be taken seriously, your workspace needs to be serious.
It needs to reflect that. The final tip that you have for us are psychological strategies. What are they?
Well, a biggie is actually our voice. And it's funny because I was watching a Real Housewives episode yesterday, and one of the women got very upset, which obviously never happens.
You were watching Real Housewives, Shari?
I know, I'm an addict. Guilty pleasures, right? And as people get, especially women, get more upset, our voice tends to get higher. And so we really need to learn how to cover that up. You can find that deepness in your voice, in your diaphragm, if you pretend that you're about to be punched and sort of tighten up everything. Being able to speak with a deeper voice like that is going to give you a lot more confidence right out of the gate. The other thing that guys are a lot better at than we are is moving forward. So when we screw up, we tend to dwell on it, we beat ourselves up. You watch professional athletes. I mean, when LeBron misses a shot, you know, he curses and jumps and stomps, and then he's on to the next shot. We need to learn to do that and forgive ourselves and just move on and keep our eye on the ball.
I bet our women viewers, they're watching at home and they're going through that list and they're thinking, yeah, they've had to have made at least one of those mistakes. I'm sure we all have.
It's just a matter of creating new habits and being conscious of it.
All right. Shari, thanks so much.
Sure.
Tanya, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. And we're taking a look at that weather. Very soggy out.